So, the woman who lived just dead. Hello everyone, and today I'm gonna do my reaction for The Woman Who Lived with my sister. Say hello.
Hello.
So, yeah, let's start off. What did you think about the story?
Considering how I really disliked the other one, the first one, surprisingly good.
Yeah, it was much better than the first part.
It was not as confusing.
Nope. There
But
was a plot in there, sort of.
Yeah, but I think the real action ended too quickly.
Yeah.
And I had certain points that I thought was ridiculous. Like the guy who's asleep and wakes up. And like that the lion fella had fire coming out of his mouth.
Yeah.
I think it appeals too much to like a silly sort of humor, and it doesn't have to.
Exactly. And I didn't like the fact that it wasn't really. There was plot in there, but it wasn't a plot-heavy story. And I thought it was so silly, that Maisie Williams couldn't remember anything.
Oh yeah, that was stupid.
I mean, surely she would be able to like remember something.
At least her first life, like her real life.
Yeah, and at least like a bit from like the different her different lives, a bit like sort of a tiny bit, like, oh, and then that happened, like. But no, she couldn't remember anything. She was like, oh really? That sounds good. But it was entertaining.
Yeah, but I think the memory thing is a major plot problem.
Yeah, and there's some nice continuity references. Yay, and the ending, like the last scene with Clara, was quite good. And I enjoyed it, sort of. I mean, I was entertained, but it was just like, 45 minutes just passed by.
They should have made like a 3 or 4 part out of this, because I like the concept that somehow somebody gets immortal. This person kind of turns evil. The person tries to trick the doctor, but it ends out well in the end.
Exactly.
But they should have stretched it, because, like, the part after, I thought it was fun that guy tried to delay his hanging. His execution. I thought that was fun. Kind of fun.
But I didn't find it fun. I just thought it was like a scene that was there just to be there. And I mean, it was like realistic, I suppose, that someone would be like telling jokes and stuff to delay their execution, because like,
who wants to die?
Yeah.
Right. And also, I mean, but it was sort of exciting, because you knew that the doctor was coming, and maybe he could figure something out.
Yeah.
So it was, yeah. And I think it was sort of a realistic take on the population of the time, actually.
Yeah, even though I thought the characters were a bit like this, like in a bad Danish TV show from like the early 2000s.
How so?
Like, because there's like, I've watched like these Danish historical TV shows. They are quite bad. I don't like Danish TV. Like the characters are quite similar to like Danish TV, like historical TV shows and stuff.
Okay, I've never seen such a thing.
I've like watched scenes of some stuff, like maybe like 5 minutes of this thing, or
okay,
like,
this is in the 1700s something, and people did go to public executions, and they were like, even also in like British historical cinema.
Yeah.
They are like, they're screaming like kill him, and they have like a filthy
I know
language.
That. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like the blind guy and like the guy who woke up when he was like asleep and stuff.
Oh yeah, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm strictly talking about the execution scene.
Oh, okay.
I said that had a good take on what I've been told, like in school, is like realistic out of the time period. Yeah. I think the thing about the guy waking up was so fucking ridiculous.
No swearing on my videos.
Sorry, it was so effing ridiculous.
Flipping. You can say flipping ridiculous.
I just said effing. That's not a cursing.
No.
You can just edit it out.
No, I'm not gonna do that. This is a reaction. But yeah, so what did you think about like Maisie Williams in this story?
I almost couldn't recognize her in the other one because she was acting so bad.
Yeah, exactly.
This was way better.
She wasn't acting like amazing. It was just a normal performance, really.
Yeah.
And the costumes were impressive. I mean, it looked like the 1700s.
Yeah, and she looked good in that dress.
I thought she looked quite weird. I don't think it suited her.
Okay.
I thought she looked, like, I think it's like, she's not very tall. So like when she pretended to be like this guy and stuff. To be honest, I think like, yeah, okay, I guess she could have looked a bit like a guy when in like the mask, but still, I thought like the voice thing she did was a bit. I didn't like. I mean, I didn't get why she had to pretend that she was like a guy.
Because otherwise she wouldn't be feared.
True, I guess.
They had different takes on gender.
Yeah, I know, but like, I guess a person with a gun is like a person with a gun, if you know what I mean, like.
Yeah, but women are like traditionally physically weaker.
Yeah.
So maybe people would, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But come on, she lives a double life. She has two identities.
Yeah.
So if people think that she's a guy when she is doing the robbing, then there's no way they're suspecting her when she's a woman.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
okay.
in that sense, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, if I were you and I were, I mean, if I were a guy, and I wanted to have like a secret robber identity, I would cross-dress too.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I guess it's like a smart idea because people wouldn't like
suspect you.
Yeah. But I think story enjoyable, sort of good. Overall rating 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I say 5.5, maybe 6. I felt like it was building up.
Yeah, and then
something destroyed it. Like
it was like building up. It was really good, and then something bad happened. Then it was building up again. Something bad happened. Building up, bad. Building, bad.
It was building. Then the scene with the sleeping guy.
Yeah, I know.
Building again, you were sort of starting to trust it and enjoying it.
And then it got just keep jumping up and down.
The lion guy, like, had flames coming out of his mouth. Why?
Yeah, exactly. He was quite annoying. I mean, when he
died
at the end.
Even a lion.
Continuity reference, I suppose.
To what?
He looked a bit like the Cheetah people from
but he was not from the Cheetah planet.
No, well, I guess he looked a bit like one of the creatures from E-Space from Warriors Gate 2. He looked like a mix between those.
But was he supposed to be like linked to those?
Maybe. I mean, the portal thing. He could have been from E-Space. I don't know. I don't think he was. No. I didn't like him. He was annoying.
Yeah, he was totally annoying.
So this story.
He could just have been like humanoid.
Yeah, he could.
There are so many humanoid aliens.
Yeah, he could have been. I don't know.
That would even have been more exciting. Like.
Yeah, and they
could have played around with that.
And I didn't like the fact that he died at the end. Like he was just
why did he die?
Yeah, he was just like no, and he burned. Like
out of nowhere, suddenly the magic
killed him.
Yeah.
Yeah. To be honest, overall rating 6, I think. But yeah, sort of enjoyed it. Next episode looks quite interesting, actually. I'm really excited for the Saigon Invasion version.
Yeah, I'm like so excited. I love the Saigons, as you all know.
Yeah, it's her favorite Doctor Who monster. But yeah, so that's it for us, everyone. And bye, and we will see you next time for another video. Well,
bye,
I will.
Guys.
Bye.